Hello and welcome to this video where we are going to be playing the Mini Motorways Weekly Challenge, which is in Wellington this week. A few more people than normal saw my last Mini Motorways video, so if you're new to the channel then welcome. I make gaming content and yeah, I hope you'll stick around. So let's have a look at the challenge we've got this week, and the challenges we have are buy one get one free, so all weekly choice upgrades are doubled. It's pretty good. We've also got License to Thrill. The speed limit is increased on bridges. I don't think cars slow down on bridges as far as I'm aware, so I guess that means they'll go faster on bridges? I don't know, we'll see. And then we've got maybe motorways. So motorways require road tiles. I mean, if that's going to be a whole road tile per square that they cover, that could be pretty costly. So let's go in and play the challenge. Now, we don't have unlimited road tiles, but a bit like last time with my coastal road, I also quite like to have a mountain road come around these areas, especially in Wellington. There's this little area here where I'm drawing now, which is just 2 squares wide, and that can become a bit of a choke point, so quite like to reserve that space if possible. I may need to take these roads back if needed, but we can have them for now. And this destination in the middle has already gone circular, so we want to make sure we've got all the houses hooked up there that we can. And we've also got a black house and destination. We've made it to the end of week 1, so we've got the choice between traffic lights and roundabouts. I find roundabouts more useful than traffic lights in general, so I'm going to go for roundabouts this time. And we can luckily probably use our little mountain road that we've reserved the space for in order to get these black houses down to this black destination. And I'm just keeping on reserving these spaces around the mountains and the coastline. And this red one has gone circular. No easy way to connect up this house with my current arrangement. Could be a job for a roundabout, but let's see how he survives without that house for now. To be honest, I can see a way we can hook them up if we bring these reds around here and bring these blacks down here, so I might go ahead and do that quickly. Okay, I've just done a bit of a rearrange, so let's see how that works out for us. Another new red destination, that's fine, it's easily hooked up into this house. And I've done a bit of rearranging of these reds because these 5 serving this red circular destination should be enough, I believe, to keep it happy, and so I've decided I can turn this red around and use a little roundabout to help it keep this square destination happy. We're on to week 2 and we've got bridges or traffic lights. We've not got any bridges so far, and I kind of want to see what this challenge is about in terms of increasing the speed limit, so I'm gonna go with the bridges. And we've got a new blue destination, which we should be able to hook up using some of our pre-existing blues if we do a bit of rearranging down here. And 2 motorways or 2 roundabouts. I'm definitely going to be going for those motorways, and I'm very intrigued to see what the road tile situation is like. We don't really need to use one yet, so we'll probably just hang on to them for the moment and see what comes up. And this dark blue destination has gone circular, so we probably are going to need to do a small bit of rearranging down here again. Would definitely prefer to have more than 2 houses serving this circular destination. I can't see a super easy way to get another one on there for now. We could turn this into a roundabout though, I suppose. Then they could serve both. Yeah, maybe I quite like that. There we go. Now all of those dark blues can share all of their houses. And this could be a case for a motorway. We've had a light green appear up here and a green house appear down here. I mean, I could run a very long road through a tunnel and down here. Or I could just give them a motorway. 2 tunnels or 80 road tiles. I'm going to go for these 2 tunnels for now because we've only got 1 in the bank and we're not running too short on road tiles. And I can see that that motorway seemed to use about 10 or 12 road tiles. And I do feel it's covering a bit more distance than that, so I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work with the motorways using up road tiles, but let's see. And we've got one more pink destination as well, who would like to offer some houses too. I will probably move this motorway entrance to over here. Maybe just connect that house up there. Seems pretty easy. And we're on to week 5 and we've got the choice between bridges or traffic lights. We've still not used either of our bridges, so perhaps I will go for the traffic lights this time. And our black destination has gone circular, which means it might get a little bit hungrier than what these 2 houses can provide. We are getting a few more black houses down here. We may need to commandeer this roundabout in order to be able to help them get across. They could also come down here if we were happy to detach this pink house. And we've also got a light blue destination appearing. This won't be able to take a motorway over from here to here because of the mountains, so this may require 2 of our tunnels in order to get to its destination. And we're going to need to pull off a couple of pink houses from here, I think, in order to serve this pink destination, or red destination. I always get pink and red muddled up. And this yellow destination, gosh, things are happening quite quickly now. It might take a little pause to consider how we're going to get to the yellows over to him. Okay, so I've had a go at using a bridge for the first time, so I'm curious to see if it makes these houses very quick to get across there. And I've just realised I've actually still not hooked up this yellow, but luckily I have left the space to do it here, so I'll do that quickly. $80 road tiles or 2 motorways. I am going to go for these motorways again, even though I realise I do need road tiles to build them, but I would like to have them in the bank. I'm having a look at the cars run along this bridge, and I think they do in fact speed up slightly as they go over the bridge, so perhaps that is going to be a good little technique that we should make the most of by using more bridges. We've got a yellow box over here that is also looking to be hooked up somehow. Again, it's not immediately obvious how that guy is going to get hooked up, so I might have to have a quick pause and think about that. And I've had to pretty much delete every coastal and mountain road that I've built in order to be able to get this yellow motorway from these houses over to this destination, but I think that is pretty much the only thing I can do in order to make sure that he's all hooked up, so let's go ahead and try that. Up to week 7, and we've got the choice between bridges or tunnels. We're all out of bridges, but we do have one more tunnel left, so I'll go for bridges this time. And this pink destination has gone circular, which could be worrying because it's not got loads of houses connected up to him, but I've just connected up one extra. Let's see if that will suffice for now. And we've got a new light blue destination, which I'd say would be another good candidate for a motorway from somewhere down here. Because of the mountains, that's a bit tricky, so we might have to think about another way of doing this quickly, but let's see what we get this Sunday first. Tunnels or traffic lights, it's quite an easy one for me. I'll be picking the 2 tunnels and then taking a quick pause to try and hook up this light blue. There we go, I think I'm happy with this arrangement we've figured out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses coming all the way over here. They do have a bit of distance to travel, so I'm quite happy having that overloaded rather than underloaded. And these 4 houses are going to be running across this motorway to get to this light blue. And we've had another yellow appear over here, which should be okay if we attach a few more onto our motorway. Would quite like to have a roundabout for them to all join into, really. In fact, I might take away this red guy's roundabout in order to make it happen. Got another dark blue destination over here, which I would quite like to find. I've got quite a few spare dark blues over here again. That could be another case for a motorway. Or we've got two here that we could attach via a tunnel that you can't see anymore. So motorways or bridges. We've got two bridges. I'm going to stick with taking two motorways and perhaps run these blues. I don't know, maybe it's better to do these blues over here through a tunnel. Let's have a look. And this yellow destination has gone circular. Let's make sure we've got 5 houses supplying that then. I think that should be enough. And I might put in a little motorway here just to help out with these little blacks. On to week 10, tunnels or traffic lights. I'll go with the tunnels. We might need to release a couple of these greens in order to go and help out this guy, and luckily we do have a roundabout here, so they could probably come in and help straight in there. I don't love how close all those roundabout openings are to each other. I might end up moving this motorway entrance to make that a bit nicer. Oh, and this light blue is complaining a bit, even though she has so many connected to her. They're just taking a little while to get there, maybe? These two cars are still at home for this light blue tile down here, so I'm not too worried about that one ticking up so much. 2 bridges, why not? And we have had greens appear down here, which I would love to try and help out this guy somehow, but it's not going to be that easy. But we might need them, so perhaps I'll have to pause and figure out a way to get those over. Okay, so we'll rearrange so that these greens are now motorwaying up here, and all of these 6 greens are now connected into this one. Let's hope they can get there quick enough, because it is ticking up quite quickly. In fact, maybe we help them out with a little motorway in the meantime? Oh, and now that those greens are going to need to work even harder because they've got another green destination here, so definitely hoping that works. We could connect these guys in by looping them around here. Getting a little traffic light in there. Don't know quite how much help it will be, but it's probably necessary right now. Okay, 2 tunnels or 2 roundabouts. I'm actually quite keen for the roundabouts at this point because there have been a few places where I felt like would have been helpful, though obviously I can't remember where those are now. Two motorways or 4 traffic lights. We are out of traffic lights, but I do think that motorways are gonna keep on being more helpful to us, considering they do just make the cars travel that bit faster. Oh, we've got yellows and light blues struggling. Let's see if there's something I might do to help them out a bit. Bit of a weird rearrange, but let's see if it helps us. Oh, this guy is struggling because that motorway has not been replaced very quickly. I don't quite know why that's happening. Still this little guy travelling across it, I guess. That might have been a slightly costly mistake. Let's see. Yep, unfortunately that meant they could not get there in time, which was a bit of a shame. Should have made that change a little bit sooner, but there you go. I don't imagine that means we did super well in this challenge, but let's go and have a look. And yeah, that puts us just in the top 15%, which is good enough. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.